3rd down and 12. Brush is at the Holy Family 40-yard line on a cool but dry night. A long count for Maltos, and this time there's some confusion in the backfield, and he is down. I don't know if he was supposed to hand it off to Tyler Booth, but Booth went one way, Maltos the other, and Maltos was thrown for about a 3-yard loss, and T.J. Wood brought him down to the turf, and it's 4th down and 15.
Yeah, that's too bad. I don't know for sure what happened that time. Brush came out in a different formation. They had 3 receivers over on the right side, 1 receiver on the left side, and then Booth was in the backfield. So you don't know if they were trying to make Holy Family think about a pass and then maybe run the ball, or maybe they were just looking to play action and throw it. Nonetheless, it didn't work, and Brush is going to end up punting it.
C.J. Kukas is in to punt. Back deep to receive is Nate Fisher for Holy Family. Kukas is standing at his own 43, so the Beat Diggers, unless something disastrous happens, should be dominating field position. And that's a high, gorgeous end-over-end punt. And it's fielded at the 10-yard line by Fisher on his knees. And you cannot advance it in high school or college football and amateur football once a knee is down, even if contact has not been made. So an excellent punt by C.J. Kukas. And Holy Family takes over at their own 10-yard line.
What a great punt there by Kukas. That thing, it was almost as high as the lights in the stadium, and then it was on a spiral. And that was probably the best kick I've seen him, the best punt I've probably seen him have.
So. Well, it's only a 33-yard punt, but it was extremely effective. The quarterback is Jake Gonzalez for Holy Family. 2 receivers split out to the left, and there's the handoff right up the gut, and a big hole is closed, but not after a gain of 5 yards on the play. And the ball carrier was Sean Klinke. Klinke is a senior at 5'8", 140 pounds. Daniel Rubacabo, part of that defensive line, along with Jose Canamad. Chad Linker in there as well. 2nd down and 5 from the 15-yard line. Holy Family on their own side of the field. A handoff to the up back. There's a big hole across the 25 to the 30 and spinning to the 31 and a gain of 16. That's a 1st down on the run by Casey Nadeau, the 5'8", 180-pound senior. And the Beat Diggers have got to do a lot better against the run, Dave, especially on that last play.
Both these Holy Family backs are quick and shifty. Holy Family comes out with the tight end and a flanker and a wide receiver just like Brush does, but they run a lot of crossbucks in the backfield, and the defensive linemen and linebackers are going to have to start staying home.
And the Beat Diggers have a lot more up to the line of scrimmage, and that time it basically paid off as Jose Canamad throws the Holy Family running back Nadeau for a loss back to the 30-yard line, a loss of about at 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Brush had a huge surge on the left side there, and that's what forced Nadeau to run out to the other side, and Canamar was the only one there, and he held on him and made the tackle.
Bass, Hansen, Maltos playing in that secondary, but inching up towards the line of scrimmage. Of course, Tyler Booth and Isaac Brost as well, and C.J. Kukas out covering the receiver off to the left. 2nd down and 11 from the 30. Rolling to his left is Gonzalez. Deep drop, throws in a run, incomplete. At the 33-yard line, Maltos with excellent coverage. And that was on that running back out in the flat, Sean Klinke. It's 3rd down.
The Holy Family quarterback, he threw it on a rope. Boy, he threw the ball hard, but he just overthrew him by a couple of yards there.
4:42 to go in the opening quarter. No score between Brush and Holy Family. These teams played on the first Saturday in November in the opening round of the 2A playoffs. A game won by Holy Family 47-36. But as Dave talked about at the beginning of the game, that we don't anticipate even close to that high of a score. And the Beat Diggers did move the ball well in their opening drive, but now Holy Family at 3rd and 11 from their own 30. And Gonzalez, play action, rolling left, sets up, throws deep over the middle. That is incomplete. And no receiver in the area. In fact, the closest receiver was about 9 yards away from the ball. And that would have been Duncan Yost. Or check that. Yeah, I think it was actually Jeremiah Haynes, the 6'1", 175-pound junior. And actually, Shea Hansen was the closest player to the ball for the Beat Diggers.
He was.
Thomas Lambert to punt, standing at his own 19. A high snap. He gets it off. Pretty good rush, and it's a short, fluttering punt, and it'll go out of bounds in Beat Digger territory at around the 38-yard line. A punt of 32 yards. So the Beat Diggers, again, doing something, Dave, they didn't do last week, which is, at least early on, win the field position battle.
They sure did play a good set of defense there, and you know what was really impressive? We didn't see Fort Morgan punt last week, so we didn't really have a chance to see Brush's special team efforts on the punt receive side. But they sent the work there. They tried to block that punt. Rosenbrock was back to receive it, but because of all that pressure, Holy Family wasn't able to get the kickoff they would probably preferred.
1st and 10 for the Beet Diggers on their second possession of the game. 4:29 to go in the opening quarter. There's no score. Brush did drive the ball into Holy Family territory before having to punt it over to the Tigers. Maltos will hand it off and right up the gut, a gain of around 2. And that is Isaac Brost before he's tripped up. And he was tripped up, Dave. If not, he's still going.
Yeah, it was wide open. It was a trap right up the middle. Somebody caught his shoelace right at the line of scrimmage, and he went down. But the play was working.
Tackle was made by the 6', 205-pound senior linebacker, Matthew Bodman. And again, 2nd down and 8 for the Beet Diggers. The receiver to the right is Tony Guzman. Backs are split. James in the slot to the right. Maltos on the counter will hand it off to Booth running left. He slams his body into a Tiger, but then 3 more come to tackle him all the way down to the 38-yard line. Only a gain of 2. The penetration by Thomas Lambert, and then ultimately cleaned up over there by the junior defensive end Tim Sullivan at 5'9", 180.
Holy Family's got the defensive tackle on our offensive right side is that 270-pound Mark Harvey, and then on our left side they have a kid that's a little bit smaller, Tim Sullivan. He's a junior. He's only 180 pounds, but both of them seem really physical, and both of them get off when that ball moves pretty quick.
Approaching the 3-minute mark of the opening quarter, 3rd down and 6 for Brush at their own 42-yard line. Well, the Beet Diggers go to the passing game. Not necessarily. On 3rd and 21 in their first drive, they ran the ball. Hard count by Maltos. Pitch left to Tyler Booth, and he slips. And he's down maybe at the 43. Got about a yard. He had a small seam there. 4th and 5. The Beet Diggers will have to punt it for the 2nd time in the opening quarter.
I think he had some running room there. Not a lot, because they were running that pitch to the short side of the field. But there was a hole there. He just slipped, and that just goes to show this little bit of drizzle and the little precipitation is taking its effect on the field.
Matthew Lopez and Nate Fisher are back to receive, standing inside their 15-yard line. C.J. Kukas at the 29, awaiting the snap. Holy Family's got 7 on the line of scrimmage. There's the snap, a light rush. He gets it off. Another excellent end-over-end. A little bit shorter fielded at the 25. Lopez now has some running room across the 35 to the 40, and he's down at around the 42-yard line. So it's a return of 17, and now Holy Family's got field position to their benefit.
Yeah, a little bit better than last time, but I'll tell you what, the special teams are better because Kukas is punting the ball very well, and he had some good coverage. Joe Rosenbrock was one of the first kids down there, and he was right in the receiver's face after he started to run with the football.
The punt went for 32 yards, but Holy Family has the football at their own 42 with 2:04 to go in the first quarter, no score. Receiver split off to the left and right. The quarterback, Jake Gonzalez, will hand it off to the first man through, and a gain of 1. Boy, the Beet Diggers cleaned it up. And let's see who got the ball that time. That was Casey Nadeau. Jose Ganamad and Daniel Rubacapa were in on the play. 2nd down and 9.
Those Holy Family guards are pulling all over the place, so the Brush linebackers are going to have to zero in and start following those guards around, reading their keys.
On 2nd and 9, Holy Family with a football at their own 43-yard line. Beet Diggers in that 4-3 defense. There's a handoff right up the gut and a gain of 4. And it looked like Lucas Shokoff brought down Sean Klinke at the 47. 3rd down and a long 5.
Holy Family's trying to get that running game established. But that Brush defensive line, it's not like they're on roller skates out there. They're holding their ground pretty well, and the linebackers are stepping up.
Holy Family has thrown 1 pass, make it 2 passes. They both fell incomplete on their opening drive. Not necessarily a passing situation. 3rd and 5 from their own 47-yard line. Gonzalez, quick drop, throws to his left. That pass is complete. That's a first down to Lopez along the left sideline. He's trying to break out of a tackle. The Beet Diggers are going to be called for a face masking penalty as he goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. So that's a big gainer of 22 yards and tack on some more for Holy Family.
Yeah, that was a bad break there on that Beat Digger corner. He just wasn't able to have good position. He gave up so much ground, and there was so much cushion to begin with that there was nobody around the receiver when he caught the football. And then when he tried to make up the ground, he inadvertently grabbed a hold of his face mask.
Well, and this one's going to be a 5-yarder, thankfully, for Brush. It'll take it down to the 26-yard line of the Beat Diggers with 42 seconds to go. And the opening quarter, and Holy Family posing the first serious threat of the game. Holy Family's won some state championships in this decade, so they certainly know about a winning tradition. On first down, there's a flag as Nadeau got the handoff, but the flag went up, and more than likely this is against the Tigers. That should set them back at 1st and 15. It is illegal procedure. Not as sloppy as it was last week between the Beat Diggers and the Mustangs in the early going, but we have had our share of penalties so far.
Yeah, and we're thankful for that one. Holy Family standing out here with 2 receivers already on the sideline. You can bet that they're looking at throwing the football again.
For great family entertainment, check out Fire Lanes at 220 Cambridge and Brush. Walk in or reserve your time at Fire Lanes today. 1st and 15 for Holy Family at the Brush 31-yard line. This is their second possession of the game. There's the handoff to the deep back, Klinke, and he drives his way inside the 30, right up the middle to the 28-yard line. Jose Canamad gets off the bottom of the pile. It's a gain of 3, setting up a 2nd and long. And let's see if Holy Family will race up to the line of scrimmage and get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They're still in the huddle with 17 seconds to go.
They do have a fast-paced offense. They get into the huddle, they come out, and they're on the line of scrimmage and running at you before you really have a chance to look things over.
And they're up there with 6 seconds to go. 2nd down and 12 from the Beat Digger 28-yard line. With 3, with 2, they get it off. Quick drop, throws over the middle of the pass, incomplete, right through the hands of the receiver, who was wide open at around the 20-yard line, and that was Nick Welder, and that's the end of the opening quarter. Brush nothing, Holy Family nothing. You're listening to Brush Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.